Hello, everybody. Welcome to my stream. This is Greg K6EGG from beautiful Southern California, the city of Chino, about 2 miles north of the Chino Airport. Getting about ready to do some live streaming of ham radio in my local area. Tonight is Sunday night. The Bozo Net starts about 7 p.m. local. It is just about 6:43 here local. I am in the Pacific time zone, in case you're wondering, about 40 miles east of Los Angeles. Then we're going to slide up to another frequency that a group of people hang out up on, 144.270. We normally go to 144.250, but on Sunday nights, so we don't bleed over the Bozo Net that starts at 7 p.m. that goes to 8 p.m. We all hang out a little frequencies up from the Bozo Net just to make sure we don't bleed on anything once again. Anyways, I'm going to get to some radio here, and not much going on quite yet. About 15 minutes, this net's going to start up. So we'll just leave this here for right now, and I'll be back probably in and out throughout the evening. So have a good evening. Hopefully I'll check in on a Bozo Net as well.
is the frequency in use. Kilowatt Bravo 6 Victor Alpha Norway. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is David, KB6VAN, Bozo number 12. Net control this evening for the Sunday edition of the Bozo Net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic at this time? Not hearing anything. Once again, this is David, Bozo number 12, net control for the Sunday edition of the Bozo Net. If you'd like to check into the Bozo Net, please come now. 845-5905.
885. 142.
All right, so right now I have, that I heard was 845. Good evening.
Yeah, Alex in Long Beach, and all is well here. Just checking into the net, N6JGF.
All right, Alex, thank you very much for checking in. Did you have a good day today?
Yeah, mucho trabajo, no dinero, señor.
Yeah, I'm sorry, say again?
Mucho trabajo, no dinero.
Yeah, okay, whatever you say.
Adios, N6JGF.
All right, next I have is 5905.
Hello, David. Hope you're having a good day. Looks like it's going to start cooling down. And maybe some drizzle. Who knows?
Well, cooling down's okay. A little drizzle's okay. A lot of rain would be better, but, you know, who knows what's going on.
Well, unfortunately, we have to take what we get. Have a good evening, 7-3. Thanks for checking me in. KB6JGS, Bozo 5905.
All right, Alan, 73, and have a good week. The next one I heard was 142.
Hey, good evening, David. K6EGG over here. Hosty in the Heights, Bozo 142. Hope you're having a great, great day.
Yeah, good evening, Simone. Yes, I am, and I hope you had a good day too as well.
Yep, I did absolutely nothing. I had a great day.
Hey, well, that's good. You know, everybody needs to do nothing. I mean, that way you, whatever happened during the week and, you know, is over and done with, you know, you kind of shrug your shoulders and then try not to think about what's going to be happening coming up.
You got that right. All right, David, thanks for doing the net, everything else you do, and we'll get out of here so you can get some more check-ins. K6BWO, Bozo 142. Talk to you later.
Okay, 73. Have a good week coming up. Who else I can hear wants to check in?
878.
878. Good evening.
Hey, David. Good evening. Gordon in Cypress. How you doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. Had daughter and her boyfriend over to help me work on an antenna today, so not real happy at the present time, but still got some work to do.
Yeah, Roger. I remember you mentioning that. Well, that's great. Well, I'm glad you at least had some quality time, so I'll back out of here and let you get on with the rest of the check-in. Thanks for doing the net. Bozo 878. I'll be listening.
Yeah, I heard you guys off frequency earlier today. What was with all that?
That was Fred. We were following Fred. He was in his backpack and trying to get him tuned in.
Okay, well, that answers all my questions.
Roger that. 73 day.
All right, so I keyed up on somebody there, so say it again.
885.
Hey, Fred, give me your number again. You got stepped on. 834 backpack portable. Where are you backpacking at? in. Thanks a lot. At least you're on frequency now. All right, 885, good evening.
Hi, David and Ed, and I apologize, Fred, if I stepped on you. I could not hear Fred there. Hope everyone is well, and have a great day and a great start of the week. Back to you, David. K6EGG.
Yeah, very good, Tony. Yeah, nice strong signal as always. And 73, I hope you have a good week too as well. All right, this is David, KB6CAN, Bozo number 12. Your net control this evening for the Sunday edition of the Bozo Net. Still headed towards Long Beach County, Lakewood area. It's Palos Verdes. If anybody in that area would like to check in, please come now. Hey, Ski, how you doing? So, how was the park on Saturday? Yeah, very good. Yeah, I'll catch you on, let's see, what is it, on C4 FM, Monday after the Catalina Net. And thanks for being out there. All right, who else would like to check in this evening? Still headed towards Lakewood, Long Beach, Palos Verdes, Torrance. Let's see, what else is up that way? Anyhow, if you'd like to check in to the Sunday edition of the Bozo Net, please come now.
365. Kilo Alpha 6 Hotel Golf Tango.
The Kilo Alpha 6 station, come again?
Kilo Alpha 6 Hotel Golf Tango, Beverly Hills.
Kilo Alpha 6 Hotel Golf Tango, good afternoon. I think I talked to you up on Catalina, is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's correct, David. So check-in only.
All right, would you like a Bozo number?
Of course, I'd love a Bozo number.
Yeah, my relayed in on key there. Would you like a Bozo number?
Yes, David, I would like a Bozo number, yes.
Yeah, he wants one, David.
Yeah, I'm trying to get over here. All right, so got your call sign, and your name's Bob. Do you happen to know what grid square you're in, Bob?
Delta Mike 04, Delta Mike 04.
All right, got you in there, Delta Mike 04. All right, so your number is going to be 904, 904, over.
USL copy 904.
All right, so you need to raise your left hand and, let's see, say after me that while I'm on the Bozo Net, I will act like a Bozo, talk like a Bozo, and let's see, walk, talk, and act like a Bozo. Oh, you have to repeat it. All right, Bob. Hey, welcome aboard, and thanks for coming back and checking in with me. All right, very good. Who else would like to see 365? I heard you in there.
365, Russ and Azusa.
Yeah, good evening, Russ. How are you?
I'm good, sir. Thank you very much for here.
All right, Route 73, have a good week coming up. Who else I can hear would like to check in? Let me get over here a little bit more to the north here. Let's see, Lake LA or Lake Los Angeles, Victorville, places unknown. If you'd like to check in to the Sunday edition of the Bozo Net, please come now.
K6JTB, name here is Dave, Bozo number 482.
All right, got a bunch of you in there, so you're going to have to try it again. I couldn't pull anybody out.
Kilo Golf 6, Juliet Tango Bravo, KG6JTB, Bozo number 482.
All right, got 482 in there. Good evening.
Good evening. All right, I'll let you go and get some more check-ins. KG6JTB.
All right, Dave. Hey, thanks for checking in. I appreciate it. Who else would like to check in this evening?
8449 in Palmdale.
Uh, 849, you say?
That was 449 there, David.
All right, Heather reset. 449, good evening.
And good evening to you guys. Thanks for the relay there, Pat. David, you have a good evening.
All right, Keith. Yep, got to make sure I try to hear what's going on. So, hey, thanks a lot for checking in. And good evening, Pat.
Yeah, good evening there, David. And Keith, boy, you got the cleanest signal I've heard in a long time. Good audio, too. Good to hear you. Yeah, check me in number 58 there, if you would, David.
Got you checked in there, Pat.
All right, let me pick up 247. I heard Ben up there in Bakersfield. Bozo number 247. That's N6SWR. Ben, you still with us? Okay, let's see, Joe, are you with us there? If you can copy WD6 Foxtrot Papa Echo, Whiskey Delta 6 Foxtrot Papa Echo. Do you copy Whiskey 6 Papa Mike Delta? No, I don't have a copy. Boy, I wish I could pick him up. I can tell he's there, but just not quite enough soup in the pot there to pick him up. So I can tell he's there, but I can't pick up what he's saying. You betcha. Yeah, we'll assign him number 905. Number 905. And let's see, I've got his call. Whiskey Delta 6 Foxtrot Papa Echo. Is he also DMO5? Roger. Well, you got a good signal here. I got the preamps off, and you're still S3 plus here, popping in there, Ben. So we got you logged in, and yeah, if you tell Joe, got him logged in. That's WD6 Foxtrot Papa Echo and DMO5. Your number 905 there, Joe. Roger. Roger. Thanks, Ben. Thank you, Joe. back to net there, David.
What was his call there, Pat?
That was Whiskey Delta number 6, Foxtrot, Papa Echo.
All right, yeah, I'll get the rest of it here after the net and get him logged in there. Very good. Got another one this evening. That's outstanding. This is David, KB6VAN, net control this evening for the Sunday edition of the Bozo Net. And yeah, the Bozos like to check in. Please come now.
879er.
879, good evening.
Good evening, David. How are you doing? This is Rob in Riverside, November 6, kilowatt X-ray.
Oh, very good, Rob. Hey, nice to hear you out here this evening.
Yeah, well, thanks, David. The feeling's mutual, and as always, I appreciate you doing the net tonight.
Yeah, this is probably a little bit better for you. I was still headed towards Los Angeles there.
Yeah, Roger, I got a little impatient, decided I wouldn't wait until you pointed it my way. But yeah, you went up about 3 S units, so 7-3, Dave. Again, thanks for running the net, and I'll take it back to you, November 6, kilowatt X-ray.
Hi, Rob. Hey, 73. Hope you have a good week coming up. Anybody else out there like to check in?
Bozo 740.
Good evening, Jim. How are you?
Good, David. Good, David. Just enjoying the pretty weather and got to the radio a little bit late. And 6 OVA.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, at least you showed up. That's a help in itself.
All right, I'll be here if you need me. N6 OVA.
Yeah, probably call on you here in a little bit. Anybody else would like to check into the Sunday edition of the Bozo Net?
When you get a chance there, let me look at Lone Pine.
K6TZ.
You stepped on somebody there, Pat. Hang on a second, Pat. Who was that trying to check in?
280 WA6TZ, Yucaipa.
280. Good evening.
Good evening, Dave and Pat. Good evening to both of you, and have a good evening.
All right, Tom. Hey, thanks so much for checking in. And 49er, gotcha. Good evening. Well, that's okay. I'll let it slide this time.
Heck no, man. I'm a tough old fart.
All right, Pat, go ahead and do your thing.
All right, let me rotate the antenna. How are you doing there, Tony? Let me move my antenna over here a little bit to, let's see, which heading do we want here? About 348, 330, 340. Let's see, looking towards Lone Pine, California, Highway 395. Looking for John, K6MWK. This is Whiskey 6 Papa Mike Delta, Assistant Net Control, Bozo number 58. Looking your way.
What ID?
Hang on that one, K6MWK, I know you're in there, but I'm not picking you up there, John. K6MWK, Whiskey 6 Papa Mike Delta. We'll come back about a half hour. We'll come back a half hour and pick you up. Roger, Roger. Oh, yeah, you're booming in here now. You must have done something different. You got a good signal down here on 75 meters there a little while ago on Ralph Net too. Your audio sounds very good coming down this way. lose you again. We got you in the logbook, number 626. Take care, John. Some other traffic in. I think I heard was that 190 or 198 that also was checking in.
Yes, sir. Yep, this is 198. I do have a question. Can you check to see, I think I'm Delta Mike 24, but I'm not positive.
Well, let's see what we got on the list here on 198. We've got you down in DM 14. Is that right?
That's acceptable to Barstow, but you might be right. I've got a couple folks that I've been checking, and I'm not doing very good.
Well, QRZ generally gets it right, so check it out on QRZ. If it's not correct, just give us a buzz back.
All right, on that. Okay. K6EGG, we'll be on the site, Pat. Thank you.
Roger, Roger. Okay, let's turn over to Mikey. K6EGG. You there, Mike?
Yep, I am here, and I hear the guys over there at the Colorado River yakking back and forth.
Yeah, I can hear them too off the back.
All right, I'll give them a ring there. Looking east, KG6EXO for the Sunday night Bozo Net. Good evening, John. I hear you in there calling KC6SEH, KG6EXO. Yeah, very good, John. Hope you had a good day over there at the river. It was pretty pleasant here today. I don't think we got much warmer than about 80.
Wow, John, turn down your volume. You're blowing out my speaker. You're booming. And last week I could barely hear you. Man, you are 5'9" plus. Yeah, good evening. I'll let Mike get back to it there. Good to hear you again.
All right, John, thanks for stopping by and supporting the net. We really appreciate it. And we'll listen up for David. I heard him in there too. W7OJT, KG6EXO. Yeah, I'm going to blame that on Pat. In some way, that's got to be his fault.
Absolutely. I'll take everything. Well, actually, I blame it on George, because I think George is interfering with all of us.
All right, David, thanks for stopping by and supporting the net. We really appreciate it. And do you guys know if there's anybody else in your area wanting to check in? All right, very good. Well, we'll listen up for Bob, I guess, in a couple of weeks then. And I wish you guys 73 and have a great Sunday evening. And I'll listen up in this direction for a little while longer in the event someone shows up there. 73 guys, thanks for stopping by. KG6EXO.
Man, we got no TDI Terry over there relaying, huh?
Yeah, they hadn't heard from anybody over there. Did you send him a message?
No, I didn't. I'll shoot him a quick text. Wake him up a little bit. He's probably in his easy chair. Go ahead there, John. Okay, it was a relay. What number? What number? Roger, roger. Number 30. Yeah, WO1S. Yeah. Tell, excuse me, I swallowed the frog. Tell John we got him logged in.
We'll get him relayed in, guys. Thanks for the relay. All right, back to net control. KG6EXO. David, if you didn't copy, that was number 98, number 762, and number 30, number 30.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I looked up number 198, Dean. Yeah, it shows him as Delta Mike 14, Juliet Nancy.
Delta Mike 14, Juliet Nancy.
QSL.
Oh, roger on that. Okay, I looked at the book there. I did find the 214. I didn't see that other little line coming down. Alrighty, thank you.
You're welcome, Dean. It only takes a couple of seconds to pop over there and put everything in. So now you're all squared away.
Yeah, I'm squared all right.
Be there or be square, right?
Or a bozo.
Yeah, I think a bozo would be better.
I do too.
Alright, this is David, KB6VAN, Bozo number 12, net control for the Sunday edition of the Bozo Net. Any other Bozos out there who'd like to check in, please come now.
It's PSK, Bozo number 3.
Yeah, good evening, Ralph. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Enjoyed the races today, but other than that, it's been a pretty good Sunday. So thanks for running the nuts. Both of you, David.
All right, Ralph. Yeah, 73, and have a good week ahead of you.
You too, that's right.
Yeah, 73. Who else is out there?
Let me take a quick shout out to Las Vegas. We told Mark we'd look his way.
Well, go shoot away.
All righty, looking towards Las Vegas and Pahrump. This is Whiskey 6 Papa Mike Delta, Bozo number 58. Looking towards Las Vegas and Pahrump. If you guys are around, give us a holler. This is W6PMD. Ralph, if you're with us, if you're looking towards Las Vegas, maybe you'll hear him. Hang on, DM04. Las Vegas, I can tell you're in there. Look for K7LAS or anybody over in Vegas, North Las Vegas or Pahrump. This W6PMD. You know, I can't pull them out there. I thought maybe Ralph would still be with us looking that way, but David, I'll send it back to you.
All right, very good. Somebody else in the DMO4 was trying to check in. Was that you, Skip? Skip, yeah, I thought that was you in there, so got you checked in. Skip 73, have a good week ahead of you. San Diego, Tijuana, Valley Center, anybody down there who would like to check in to the Sunday edition of the Bozo Net, please come out.
quick. Mike TDI texted back. He's calling. He's trying to get a hold of David or SEH.
All right. Let me turn back over there and give him a warning.
Valley Center. Anybody down the Tijuana area? San Diego Valley Center would like to check into the Sunday edition of BozoNet. Please come now. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything. Did you what? Pat, you need to check somebody?
No, I was trying to get a hold of Las Vegas, but a little noisy for me. I was trying to see if Ralph was still with us, because if I can't pick up the path to Vegas, usually he can, and vice versa.
Maybe I can see if the guys in Arizona are still around.
Yeah, go for it. W70JT
or John, KC6SCH, you guys still around? W70JT or KC6SCH, you still listening? KG6EXO. Nope, I think they've gone. I think they're having a 432 net over there right now.
Where's Ted when you need him?
Probably watching a ball game.
Hey Jim, N6OVA, you wanna give a shout out, see if you can drum up any business?
Roger, be happy to, David. This is Jim, N6OVA, in beautiful downtown Loma Linda, Bozo 740. We're looking for check-ins to the BozoNet, Inland Empire, High Desert, Yucaipa, Redlands, Ontario, Riverside. We're looking for check-ins to the BozoNet. Bozo number, please. I get a relay on that?
681, is that Mike up in Hesperia? No, this is David, KB6 net control. Hey, where did we barbecue this evening? Well, yep, that sounds pretty doggone tasty. Okay, Mike, thanks for checking in this evening. I hope you have a good week ahead. Thank you very much. 9100 I'm on this evening. So, all right, back to you, Jim.
All right, thank you, David, and good evening, Hesperia. Thank you for checking in. Anyone else? Any station anywhere looking to check into the BozoNet? This is Bozo 740 N6OVA.
902 with a late check-in.
902. You're not late. You're doing just fine. How are you this evening?
Doing fantastic. Got a full belly. Just got done with a birthday party down with the family, so I am ready for the week to get started. Appreciate you guys being out there. AJ6BE 902.
Well, thank you. Thank you for supporting the net. Yeah, it's nice to hear that families are getting back together and things are settling down. That's a good message that we haven't heard for a while on the net. So thank you. Any other stations like to check into the BozoNet? Bozo number, please.
825.
825, good evening. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks for checking in this evening, and have a good week ahead.
Yeah, you too.
Back to you, Jim.
All right. Looking for check-ins to the Bozo net. This is Assistant Net Controller, N6OVA, Bozo 740 in beautiful downtown Loma Linda. So looking for check-ins to the Sunday night Bozo net. Bozo number, please. Check-ins to the Bozo net, any station anywhere. Bozo number, please.
This is WD8 Media and Whiskey Delta 8 Bravo Delta November, Bob and Ukaipa.
Bob and Ukaipa, all right. Yeah, I'm getting you off the back of the beam. So what was that number again, Bob?
No numbers yet, no number here. Call is Whiskey Delta 8 Bravo Delta November, WD8 Media.
All right, we'll work on getting you a number here. Just hold on 1 second. And that, David, you getting Bob in your typer?
Jim, you dropped off. Say again?
Let me bring the antenna around a little bit, David. We have a new station on Ukaipa looking to check in and get a Bozo number.
Hey, Pat, can you help out? I can't hear Jim anymore.
Yeah, sure will. Yeah, Jim, give out number 906.
All right. Can I have the Ukaipa station come back, please?
This is Bob, WD8 Media and Ukaipa. Go ahead.
All right. You sound to be a little bit off frequency. Are you on vertical or horizontal?
I am vertical.
All right. Hold on just 1 second. Let me switch the antennas here so I can get your information.
Yeah, Bob, take your VFO, turn it down a little bit. You're a little bit high. See if you can beat off of my signal here.
Okay, well, we brought it down just a little bit. Running a Kenwood 2000 here might be drifting a little on me.
Yeah, I got an old 746 Pro. It takes it a half an hour to warm up. Okay, go ahead, and Jim will take your information there. Yeah, you're right on frequency now.
You sounded good, Bob. Can I get, let's see, we got your name, Bob. We get your call sign, and if you have your grid square for us.
Okay, grid square is Delta Mike 14, DM14.
All right, you got the two that follow that to break you down exactly where you're at?
Lima Alpha, Delta Mike 14, Lima Alpha.
He can't be a bolo. He's too smart.
Well, we'll see if we can dumb him down a little bit. And one more time on the call sign, Bob, please.
Whiskey Delta 8, Bravo Delta November, WD8 BDN. As the XYL used to say, Bob does nothing.
I like that.
All right, so WD8 BDN. Did I get that right?
QSL.
All right, Bob, we got a Bozo number for you. Bozo number 906. And we have, let's see, Pat will give you a free tattoo if you want one. And we do have to swear you in if you're okay with that.
Swearing is one of the things I do best.
All right, you need to raise your left hand and repeat after me.
Find my left hand, we'll be all set.
Yeah, it's the one on the other side from the right. Yeah, I always get lost there too. So repeat after me. Let's see. While on the net, I will talk like a bozo, act like a bozo, and walk like a bozo.
While on the net, I will act like a bozo, talk like a bozo, and walk like a bozo.
Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. So, and yeah, you got a good signal now. You were just off a hair there. So, nice signal coming in, and have you on the vertical.
Okay, great. Glad to be aboard. Been looking for something on 2 meters on sideband here for a while. I'm glad I found you guys out, and I'll try to uphold the character and well-being of the net as best I can. So I'll be just stand by here and going to get ready and go out and shoot some pool tonight. But yeah, you see, it looks like I'm down a little bit on frequency, so but I got her tuned in. Running a vertical here, and it's only about 10 feet off the ground, so limited signal, limited strength.
Well, the audio could be a little bit stronger, but your signal's up there. You're an S9. You're an S9 and about a Q3, Q4. So you're doing okay. You're doing okay. A little tweaking, I'm sure you do fine. We meet here on Sundays at 7 to 8 on Sundays, and on Wednesdays 7 to 8 as well. And if you're looking for more information or want to see your name up in lights, check bozonet.com. bozonets.com. All right, David, do you need the information or did you get it?
No, I just need his call sign, Jim, and I can look up the rest.
All right. Whiskey Delta 8. Bozo David Nancy.
Whiskey Delta 8 Bob Dog Nancy.
Roger. Yeah, he said Delta Mike 14 LA.
All right, got it down, and I'll double check that before I send the list out.
Roger, yeah, we gave him 906.
QSL, got it down. Thank you very much, Jim.
All right, any other stations in the sound of my voice would like to check into the Bozo net? Bozo number, please.
143, KM6EGG.
143, and that, good evening, Cornelio. How you doing?
Hello, Jim. Good evening. I'm doing okay. I'm glad I was able to check in before you closed the net, over.
Yeah, no problem. If we're here, we'll get you. If we're here, we'll get you. So, sometimes, especially these beautiful evenings, I was late myself and not just enjoying the beautiful day. Hope you did as well.
Yes, Tim, yes. Enjoyed the day. It's a beautiful day today. All right, I'll let you make some more calls, and I'll be listening here. KM6EGG.
All right, Cornelio. Thank you for checking in and supporting the net. This is N6OVA. Do we have any other check-ins to the Bozo net? Bozo number, please.
Bozo 809.
Bozo 809. Good evening. How are you tonight?
Oh, I am doing wonderful. I'm a little bit late checking in tonight. I had to finish watching Tombstone on Prime TV, but better late than never, right?
Roger. You got to be the Bozo, right? So no problem there. No problem there. You're checked in just fine. We got you in there. And so, anything else that you'd like to cover this evening?
Just that it was an absolute perfect day in the high desert here. Absolutely gorgeous day, and hopefully it'll be the same tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for doing the net tonight, and I'll let you go back to finding some more bozos that promise to talk and walk and think like a bozo while we're on this net. 73, this is Bozo 809, Curtis in Apple Valley.
Well, thank you, Curtis. Thank you for supporting the net. And yeah, it definitely was a beautiful day, and I think it was a beautiful day everywhere. Although I'm looking at the weather, and about a week out, they're saying we might hit 90 for the first time. So we'll enjoy it while we can, because it's going to get hot, I guess, pretty fast. All right, thank you, Curtis. Any other stations like to check into the Bozo net? This is Bozo 740, Jim in Loma Linda, N6OVA, looking for check-ins.
Jim, let me pop in there real quick. Bob, are you still with us? WD8, Bob does nothing?
This is WD8 BDN. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Pat up in Gatlin Hills, Bozo 58. I'm one of the net controllers. Your signal up my way on the vertical is SLAM 59+, and your audio is very loud, very clear. So I just want to throw that out. I know Jim said it sounded a little different, but boy, up where I'm at, I'm halfway between the city of Paris and Elsinore, and it's a solid Q5, excellent A1 signal up here. I think we lost Bob.
This is WD8 BDN. I had someone really low down in the noise on me who was calling me.
Okay, I just let you know your signal's good up here, and I'll turn it back over to Ned. Welcome to the group.
QSL, thank you.
Back to you there, Jim.
Roger. Yeah, again, welcome, Bob. We'll be looking forward to hearing you maybe Wednesday and on Sunday evenings. So, welcome. All right, this is N6OVA, Assistant Net Controller for the Sunday night Bozo Net. We're looking for check-ins, any station, anywhere. Bozo number, please.
Bozo 6, Bozo 6.
All right, I know there was somebody out there. Can I get a relay, please?
Number 6.
Number 6, thank you for checking in. How are you tonight?
Doing very good. Checking in. I have nothing further.
All right, I'm on my vertical. Let me switch back to the quad and see if I can pick you up any better. All right, we got you now. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for supporting the net. All right, any other check-ins to the Bozo net?
Thanks, Davis, for checking in this evening. KB6VAN.
I get that Bozo number again, please? Looking for check-ins to the Bozo net. This is N6OVA, Bozo 740. Bozo numbers, please.
197 on the vertical.
197 on the vertical. How are you this evening?
Yeah, good evening, Larry in Harbor City at 9QE. Hello, David, Pat, Jim. Doing well, enjoyed the day, and glad to hear you guys out there.
Well, thank you. It's good to hear you as well. Thank you for supporting the net. Any other check-ins to the Bozo net? Bozo number, please. All right, David. I got 809 for you, 143, number 6, number 197, and our new member, 906.
All right, Jim, very good. Hey, thank you very much, and good evening, Larry.
Yeah, good evening, David. You sound pretty good tonight on the 9100.
Yeah, I'm not even headed your direction this evening, so glad to see that everything's working.
Yeah, I'm afraid if you point at me, you'll blow mine up. Your S9, wherever you point it.
see, 75 degrees to the northeast is where I'm pointed right now.
Okay, well, you're doing just great. So anyway, everybody have a great weekend, or work week here, and we'll catch everybody on Wednesday.
Okay, Larry, hey, thanks a lot for checking in and supporting the net this evening, and you have a good week ahead of you too as well. All right, this is David, KB6VAN, Bozo number 12, your net control this evening for the Sunday edition of the Bozo Net. Any other Bozos would like to check in, please come now. Bozo checking in, say again. Yeah, Bozo number 6 for the question, go ahead. Yeah, W6T John passed away Christmas Day. Okay. Yeah, I think he had a stroke at the house. Let me retract that. A week before they passed, he was having complications, and they put him on hospice. And so I'm not sure exactly how he passed, but he did it Christmas Day. You're welcome, Dave. Yeah. So anyway, it was announced that he passed, but that's what occurred. But we still like to have everybody check in. So glad that you're out here this evening and checking in with us. Thank you. Checking in. Thank you.
CQ. Anyone listening this frequency?
DLD, Taurus area, this is David, and Palos Verdes. This is David, KB6VAN, Bozo number 12, net control this evening.
CQ. Anyone listening this frequency? This is W6NYU.
Yeah, W6NYU, go ahead. Got a boom signal up here.
Roger, I tried to check in for my Bozo net. My number is 614. Do you mind if I just check in right now?
Good evening, Lewis.
Yeah, there you go. Hang on one sec. Go ahead, David. You hearing him?
Yeah, I hear Lewis. 664.
Hang on, NYU.
Okay, I increased the power to about 100 watts right now. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, just hang on. We got 2 stations going to watch. Be right back.
Lewis, you still got a copy? KB6VAN net control. Man, all of a sudden I got a bunch of noise.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's James trying to check in. Number 614. James, you don't need to bring your power, buddy. You're booming in here. Of course, you're Chino Hills. You're right down the hill from me. But 614 checking in with a booming signal. Got you in there, James.
Roger, thank you so much. I tried to come up with early as 7 o'clock, but I was listening to the music and I almost forgot about it. Anyway, thank you so much for accepting the late check-in, and have a wonderful evening for everybody. This is W6NYU in Chino Hills, California.
Roger, James. Yeah, I did the same thing on another net this morning, or this afternoon. Fell asleep in my chair and woke up 5 minutes before the net ended so I could still check in. But we got you in there. Take care. Number 614 there, David.
Got him checked in. 614, good evening.
I'm running a 3 to 4 noise level here, David.
Yeah, well, it's gone now. Somebody must have turned something on.
Dave, let me make one more call to Vegas just for fun.
Some kind of heterodyne running through here, I guess.
You hear me there, David? KB6VAN, W6PMD. David, let me try on the vertical. You hear me on the vertical?
Back your direction here.
Okay, I was going to look at Vegas one more time.
Go ahead.
All right, CQ, Las Vegas, Pahrump. This is W6PMD, assistant net control for the Bozo net. Looking for anybody in Las Vegas that wants to check into the Bozo net, anybody up around Barstow, High Desert area. This is W6PMD. Nothing heard. How about anybody anywhere looking up over the San Bernardino Mountains up into the high desert? Anybody up in that direction want to check in? Nothing heard. Back to you there, David.
All right, Mike, you want to try to see if you can drum up any business?
Yeah, I can give it a shot. KG6EXO looking also towards Las Vegas and points northeast for the Sunday night Bozo net. Anybody around that would like to check in, please come now.
I was calling on my vertical.
Yeah, way to go. That's what you get for waking up 5 minutes before the net.
Yeah, that was Ralph's net.
All right, last call in this direction, KG6EXO. Anybody, anywhere? Nothing heard. Back to net control.
All right, got about 3 minutes left before we close the Bozo net. If there's anybody I'd like to check in, this is turn to beam here as I'm talking. This is David, KB6VAN, Bozo number 12. If you'd like to check into the Bozo net, please come now.
I think we cleaned house tonight, David.
Yeah, I think so. It sounds pretty quiet out there right now.
They're going to have to give us a new slew of numbers, so, yeah, we've only got one more to give out.
Yeah, I'm sure once I send these up, they'll throw us some more treats.
Like throwing a dog a bone.
Yeah, well, got 3 new ones tonight. That's great.
Absolutely. Last call for the Bozo net. I'm looking up over LA area and past Santa Monica, anywhere, almost up to Central Valley. Anybody else want to check into the net? I hear faint audio in the background, but I think it's up north.
Last call. This is David, KB6VAN, net control for the Sunday edition of the Bozo net. Last call for any Bozo would like to check in. Please come now. Well, not hearing anything. I want to thank everybody that checked in this evening. I want to thank Rob. I want to thank Jim, N60VA. And I want to thank Mike, K6EGG, Pat, W6PMD, for helping me get all these people checked in. And don't want to forget John and David over in Havasu. Everybody have a good week. 73. And hope to see everybody Wednesday. This is David, Bozo number 12, net control, turning the frequency back over to normal operations.
I mean, we can all act like a bunch of bozos now?
Well, some people act that way all the time.
That's why I'm a charter member, buddy.
Why should now be any different than the other time?
Yeah, I think I started
exactly
before you.
What, am I late?
Yeah, geez. Come on, Mark, get with it.
Yeah, just remembered, I'm old.
Yeah, he fell asleep in the chair, too.
Yeah, I wish.
I think he was petting his putty tat.
Just leave my putty cat alone.
What number 6 there, too, David?
What'd you say, Pat?
Back to the Veeam. Put 68 on there. Mark's late checking in, but we just got him under the wire.
68. All right, got him in there.
Checked in there, Marky boy.
Thanks, sir.
No extra charge for being late.
Free beer for everyone.
All right, let's go. Mike, pick me up on your way.
I'm already there.
I don't know who's going to pay for it, but yeah.
Now, come on, man. You're working 2 jobs.
I know, it's showing me.
We'll just use Pat's credit card. Everybody else does.
I mean, that's the truth. Yeah, or my checking account. Everybody's used that, too, lately.
Yeah, we should all be mad at Pat anyway, because all the TV channels have changed again. What the heck?
Hey, I got a notice from Frontier Crooked Bastard Cable Company that starting, they want to do it later this month, but I guess it goes into effect in October. Even a local phone call, you got to dial 1, then the area code, and then the phone number, even if you're calling across the street.
I noticed that it's already happening. It kind of pissed me off because I've never had to call to use, I didn't use the 1. I did have to use the 909. Just to call my mom, and I was like, I've never done that in the last, 60 years. I was like, what the hell?
Well, yeah, and if you've got any kind of auto dial system, like for your alarm or your pacemaker or any of that stuff, you better get that number changed in your auto dialer.
Yeah, I noticed that here just, I don't know, the first time I noticed it was probably a couple, 3 weeks ago. It irritated the crap out of me, but I was like, when the heck did that start,
I stepped on somebody.
Comment?
Go ahead there, comment.
Roger Dean up here at Apple Valley. We've done that now for about the last 10 years. You got to dial 1. My parents only live 3 doors up, but we got to dial 1. The area code's the whole shot.
Doesn't that stink? Now, who's your phone company up there?
Frontier.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, I call them Frontier Crooked Bastards because every time I agree to a new contract and they won't call it a contract, I try to get them to say it. I offered one guy, says, I'll pay you $100 in cash. Give me your home address to say that I'm signing a 1-year contract because that's what it is. And the guy would never do it.
Roger. Well, these also I got Verizon also. That's on my cell phone. And I do the same thing. So when you record something, somebody's phone number, you got to make sure you put the 1 in there. It's the same thing with the computer. Same thing. I gotta get that 1 and then the area code and all that stuff.
Yeah, I never thought of that on your computer. Well, what a mess. Well, I guess it's just too damn many people living on the planet.
Well, either that or a bunch of bozos.
Well, that's true. Could be. Could be run by some bozos.
You know what the issue is, Pat?
What's that, Jim?
They can't track their old numbers. They've been giving out numbers over the years. Well, they inherited a bad system, but they're just as part of it.
and that they can't figure out what their own numbers are. So the only way they can make sure things work is that if you dial 1 and then the area code and then the number.
Oh, well, yeah, that does kind of make sense, but hey, it's their problem, you know, and we pay for it.
Oh yeah, Roger. Yeah, we pay for it, and we'll pay even more for it. Yeah, Frontier inherited all the copper a couple of years back. I don't even know how they got it, and I think it was handed to them.
Well, I'll tell you, they're the worst cable company we have ever had. One of the worst businesses I've ever dealt. I've been in the electronics business, you know, my whole life. And Frontier Crooked Bastards is the absolute top of the heap of the worst run bunch of liars I've ever had to deal with.
Well, they're not. They never set up any service to accommodate Southern California. They really they don't care, and I don't know. I guess there's no oversight for them anymore with copper. You know, there used to be. But I don't think there's any more oversight, so they really can't get in trouble for what they do, anything they do.
Yeah, it's maddening. That's all I can say. Just absolutely maddening. Right out here in the boonies, we're stuck. There's one cable company, and that's them. If you want anything else for high-speed internet, there's 1 or 2 wireless providers, which are borderline acceptable. And satellite, you know, they've destroyed DirecTV. It got bought out by AT&T. That went right down the drain. So we're stuck paying the tab.
I don't know if you're interested. Look into it, though. But the new satellites that they're putting up for internet, so you may be interested, you know, thinking about going to a streaming service or something. I'm not sure if they're reaching Southern California yet with those satellites, but they're putting up more every month. And the service, I think, is like $50 a month. And you have to go out and buy the dish, and I'm not sure how much that is, a couple $100. But look into it. It's new for as an internet service provider, satellite, two-way satellite.
Well, we had the two-way satellite 10, 15 years ago. And I forget whose service it was. HughesNet was one of them. DirecTV had one. Then they all stunk out. The dial-up. It was faster than dial-up, but keeping the connection going was something else. And troubles. And they'd have to come out and reset the dish and reboot the box. It was a pain. I'm sure it's better now, but yeah, one of these days I might look into it.
Yeah, it is better. I don't know whether it's going to meet your needs or not, though. You know, it's always a thing that we're always ahead of them on our bandwidth needs, and they always want to charge top dollar for bandwidth.
Well, fellas, I'm going to get out of here. I am go throw me something in the microwave oven and call it dinner. Been a long day. Had grandkids for 2 days, and those little rascals wore me out.
Good to see the lights in the driveway, huh?
Yeah, we had to deliver them. My daughter got her second COVID shot, and she's really having quite the reaction from it. And her husband was not quite home from work, but you know, my grandson wanted to see Daddy because he's only got 1 day a week off, so she took him into town. Yeah, no big deal. You know, we love taking care of him. All right, guys, W6PMD up here in Gavilan Hills. Good evening.
7-3 all. N6OVA, I'll be clear.
See you later, Pat.
See you, Larry.
Yeah, catch you guys later. K6EGG.
I guess I didn't make the check-in. I was just about ready to do like a 10-minute late check-in, but
Still there, Dean. Good evening.
Oh, good evening, everybody. I was just trying to think what to say. I can't think of anything. K6EGG, we'll be clear, and good evening. We'll catch you Wednesday.
Roger.
I will not be here Wednesday. I got to work late.
This is W6NYU again.
Go ahead there, James.
Yeah, I wanted to, let me increase the power just a little bit. Give me 1 second.
Sure. Yeah, you're, let me turn off the preamp here because you're 5.9 plus.
Okay, I just wanted to ask you that I have Icom 9700, IC-9700.
Good radio.
And this is a new radio. When I receive your signal that it is about my correct cycle, my digital readout will be is 144.239.90. So it's
close to me.
slightly off. I'm using the read to clearly receive your signal.
Well, I've heard that a lot on the 9700s, and I
And it just moved again.
or not, but the guys I've heard with the 9700s and a few of the 9100s, UHF, and not.
What the heck just happened here? Shit.
Does anyone out there know when the traffic is happening from the 10 west to Kappa West?
M squared up in Northern California, and that's where he zero beats at too.
Wonder why that did that.
Some of the other net controllers up north. So right
Oh,
now
it's connected to the
240 with a
Raspberry
warmed
Pi.
up radio. What are you
Should probably
picking me up
disconnect
best
that.
at there?
Yeah, I'm using.
That's another thing. I have the Rig Pi 2 or Rig Pi 12342. Trying to get that thing working, and it is not working. Remote rig here that I plug into the radio.
Put it on 144.240. Are you going to be high?
You sound good to me, Pat. I don't know if you're listening.
A little bit of a high and a little bit of like a mumbling voice. So
I don't hear that here.
I try to use the read control. And I have a TS2000, Canon TS2000, and I have a same experience. I have two radios side by side, and two radios.
I'm going to jump in and say something here real quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I tell you, none of them are all the same, unless you got a frequency counter that's accurate. Buddy of ours, Gary's got one, and he pops in once in a while, but he doesn't check in on this net. But just pretty much on net, you just have to zero beat in on net control. And that's the best thing I've found for the last several years.
Comment.
Fire away.
This is Greg, K6EGG. I just want to let you know, when I first got on, actually first started listening, Pat, I heard you on 23992. And I'm on a 9700 as well. And then all of a sudden I started hearing you better on 240 straight up. So maybe something's sliding around in the radios tonight with the conditions.
Well, I'll tell you, Greg, I know mine drifts. I usually give it at least 20, 30 minutes for it to settle down. I'm on 240 straight up right now, and it'll stay there. I really should take it down and have John, replace. There's some filters in there, I'm sure, that are drifting. This radio's, 15 years old, and I'm sure it could use a little tune-up.
Don't let them touch the audio. That sounds awesome.
No, I'm not going to mess with that. The first thing I do, I'm an audiophile, man, and I get in there and I tweak the transmit and tweak the receive to where I like it, and I don't mess with it.
Yep, you're one of the best sounding stations out here, man. So I always like to hear your voice on the net. So take care. Great K6EGG. Very, very late check-in, 463 if I can.
Okay. We'll see if David's still monitoring. He'll get you in the book there, Greg.
Take care. Sorry for the comment there. I'm going to go slide up to 144.270. Take care.
Roger.
Yeah, you gotta buy everybody a chocolate shake.
Sounds good to me.
I thought you had to clean the erasers for being this late.
Chocolate shakes, KB6VAN.
One more comment. This is W6NYU.
Yeah, go ahead, James.
Yes, do you guys have any kind of like a swap net on this 2-meter SSB?
one of my friends in Burbank, that he has one Icom old radio, IC-8200H, and 2 meter and 440 the satellite radio. That one is broken. That digital readout is sometimes like go off and does not transmit. But he wanted to pass it down to someone who can fix it. So, do you guys have any kind of a net?
What's John's call sign over there, David?
W6T.
Again?
What, John?
The radio John, the repair guy over there in your neighborhood.
Oh, hang on. Let me look.
N6AX.
There you go, N6AX, yeah, N6AX there, James. Get a hold of him. He's a pretty good technician on radios. He knows ICOMs really well.
Roger, yes, thank you so much for the information.
And if you see sorry about that. If you see I was just double checking my power. That's why if you're running an amplifier, always have the RF limit power on there at your designated spot for your max input for your amplifier. Or I would have cooked my amplifier. I had my Raspberry Pi hooked up to this thing earlier to turn it up all the way. So learn that. That's a lesson. I would have cooked this poor Mirage B320G there.
Oh, jeez. The wife let you in the house?
Nah, I snuck in through the side door.
All right. See you guys later. W6PMD. Clear for sure. Going away.
By the way, I actually got the check-in. I was 13 minutes late.
Good evening.
All right, I'm going to slide up to 144-270 really quick.
KB6VAN.
Seeing if anybody's up here on frequency. They might be on 250 as well, so we'll take a listen.
Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf monitoring 144-270 from the beautiful city of Chino, 2 miles north of the Chino Airport.
Come again?
This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring 144-270.
I just wanted to see you run through it all again, Greg. How you doing, man? It's Andy, AJ6BE.
Let me get you dialed in there. Yeah, sometimes I talk for a little extended time because sometimes people are flipping through or, you're not dialed in all the way. At least I learned if you're further away. So sometimes I give it an extra few seconds, if you know what I mean. What's up, dude?
Not a whole lot, man. Just tinkering on the computer.
Speaking of the computer, I got my Rig Pi Station Server 4, or 1234. I'm having a lot of issues with it.
Uh-oh. Setting it up or what?
Yeah, the directions seem to be missing some pretty, what should I say? I guess the directions aren't as clear as I thought I would like them to be. I can't seem to get it going. I can get connected, but I can't transmit and stuff, and I can't get the audio connected at all.
Well, that's disappointing. I'm sure you'll get there, but a little frustrating at first.
Yeah, the funny thing was I went to work today and I jumped on my computer and I was actually able to remote into it, which that's where people have the most trouble from what I was reading on the forums, and I can't get it to work in my office sitting right next to it for some reason. I could see everything, I just can't hear anything, and I can't really adjust stuff on the radio, so it's really interesting.
Yeah, that's got to be a little bit on the frustrating side for sure. So once you get all the bugs worked out, I'll learn from you on it.
Yeah, I don't have that much time the next couple of weeks, so I was hoping to get it getting it going tonight. I mess with it most of the day today on and off at work because I'm going to be out of town. Well, not out of town. I'm going to be staying at a hotel. It'd be nice to have access to my radio when I'm away for the week. I'm pretty much going to be away from. But at this point, I don't see that happening. But Oh, well, I'll get it going when I have some time here next couple of weeks, hopefully. Is that Fred?
Signal louder, KN6 West.
It's definitely louder. What's going on? What did you do? More grounding?
Yeah, more grounding. Is it better?
It's louder. I don't know if louder is better, but it's definitely louder.
Louder is better.
Is that your 9700?
700.
Somebody, I can't remember what night it was I was on here, because I haven't been on that much, said you had a problem with transmitting on FM or something, like you're not putting out full juice on the 2 meter.
Wasn't putting full juice up on sideband. Yeah, I'll fix that problem.
What was it in case I have that issue?
Supply.
Say again.
Supply. Power supply.
Oh, very interesting.
My power supply is over 40 years old.
It finally bought it, huh?
It didn't break. It still works. It just don't put out the juice.
Well, I'm glad you figured it out and it wasn't anything, radio related, because getting another 9700 right now will probably be a pain in the butt.
Cranking now, huh? The audio's loud. It's right up there, huh?
Yeah, sometimes your signal is hotter than it is, or your S unit's coming louder. I'm looking on the screen here. Very interesting. And sometimes they're not.
What's my signal now tonight? 44, 44.
You're an S2.
2?
And you came back and you're an S4.
Oh, anyway, your audio sounds real clear tonight, real clear.
Thank you. For some reason, I remember we were talking on this frequency before, and we slid down to 250, and you were actually coming in better. So we might have some weird whatever between us on this frequency.
Wow. You sound good tonight.
Excellent. You sound loud usually every night, so it's good to hear your voice. It's been a while.
More grounding in. Right now I'm running 1,600 feet of radios.
And how many grounds in the ground do you have?
2. I'm going to add 2 more, though.
Fred, I just want to let you know something. You're the most well-grounded person I know. And I really do mean that.
I stand to be grounded.
Andy, you running that many grounds?
Good. You want to hear something real funny, Greg?
Go for it.
Okay, you know Don, W6DEO. He's got a 991 Alpha. He's down the street from me. And he's got a base station antenna with LMR 400. And I got out of my backpack. I got a new antenna, 5/8 wave antenna. And I'm out there talking to AJ60 in the desert on my backpack. And Ward couldn't even hear him. He's on a base station. So I talked to Curtis there for about a half hour. Finally, the band changed a little bit, and then all of a sudden, Don could barely hear Curtis. In the meantime, he thought I was talking to Curtis on the telephone through the radio. I started laughing. I said, "No, I'm on my backpack." I said, "If I can talk on my backpack and you can't hear him, you got a problem with your antenna."
Weird conditions going on maybe tonight. Very strange, or maybe he has an issue or something. Very, very, very interesting.
Yeah. I told him I'd give him $50 for his radio.
That's it?
Yeah, I told him if he straps 2 quarters to the side of it, it'll make it worth more.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Dawson, you're making me embarrassed. He was scared to come back on the radio.
He'll get it figured out. That's all part of the hobby, trying to make things work. It will give him some room for improvement, that's for sure. Because I wish I had a little room I can do, get a new antenna and stuff, but that ain't happening anytime soon.
Yeah. Anyway, me and Keith, we experimented with this antenna, and when the first 2 my backpack. It's going to be on my motorcycle, and I got one here for the base station to play with.
What about Walker?
Oh, yeah, I got to get one for Walker. Right, you're right. Yeah, I should be real loud on the Walker now.
I love the Walker Mobile there. That's awesome. I don't think I've ever talked to anybody on a ham radio straight to a Walker.
But now I got the backpack.
So now you're radiating your back there.
Keeps away the cancer cells.
I hope you're not wrapping the ground wire around your torso there.
Oh, when I do, I get more grounding effect.
Do you drag 200 feet of ground wire behind you when you're walking down the street?
300 feet. No, I roll it up in the backpack.
Yeah, you can walk to a park and then stand in the middle of the grass there and just roll out all the ground wire, and you have a nice ground, natural ground.
I've been thinking is out in the park, we got this little lake. It's no deeper than 2.5 feet. And the backpack's on my back. I can walk out in the middle of the lake and right in the center, I can be talking.
Drop the ground wires in the water.
And then I'm grounded too. Take off my shoes. Signal.
Was that somebody else in there?
I don't know about you, but I got zero noise level.
If you're watching the stream, I have zero noise level too.
Here's a zero too, huh?
It's beautiful tonight. We got a subtropical about, I think, 200 miles just south of us or so. Actually, probably a little less, about 150 miles south of us.
And where is everybody tonight?
Andy, you still here? Want to do a roll call? K6EGG Chino.
AJ6BE, Norco, sandbagging.
KS6 West is Fritos, 3 miles west of the Knott's Berry Farm stagecoach.
Hey, I was there today.
You was, huh? Yeah, I didn't want to surprise you, but I couldn't blow your doors off down the freeway.
I was over at Ward's house earlier today. I picked up something from his house, and Fred happened to call at that moment, and Ward hands me the phone. I'm like, hey, Fred, how am I coming in? 5x9?
Hey, Greg, you didn't get it. I thought I called Ward, and I hear Andy, and I thought, God, I'm having trouble, all kinds of trouble with my backpack with a radio today. Now I got trouble with my phone. It's getting mixed up.
We did that with a buddy of mine at work. We were riding into work together, me and two guys, and another coworker called him, and I picked up his phone and acted like he called me, and he was like, no. I'm like, well, why don't you call Miles, the other guy, and call my phone and see if Miles picks up. So he did. He bought into it, and I had him pick up my phone. It was classic.
Well, that's what happened to me. They had me all mixed up, and they kept talking. And as they were talking, I tried to figure everything out, but they kept talking to me, and I got all mixed up. They had me going there for about 10 minutes.
It was great.
That's awesome. I love that. I love pulling practical jokes.
I do too, but what happened to me, Greg, I had all the radio problems. I was working at the RF call center Ford there. So I'm calling back there to ask me more questions. All of a sudden I get Andy. I thought, oh no, now I got trouble with my phone now. It's getting my calls mixed up.
Maybe you need to ground your phone better.
Hey, nothing 300 feet of radios can't help.
Hey, Andy, you guys did get me. You had me going. I thought my phone is really getting screwed up like my radio now. I thought, I can't believe this. Everything's going wrong.
I don't even think you have my number, so that would have been quite a trick.
You guys on the stream noticed the difference when he came back on that one? It's like he's sliding around or something.
I thought, okay, the RF got into my phone and mixed all the numbers.
You hear that, guys?
I didn't choke your phone out, I guess.
So when you were talking right there, you were like, on my end, it sounded like you're sliding around frequencies or something. It was very strange. Like your signal dropped and you sounded hollow, and then you came back full strength, Fred. I don't think you did, but if you want to take a look at the stream and listen for yourself, it's very weird.
Well, I talked to 2-3 other people there in sideband. They're going to be coming up here. I'm getting more slowly but surely.
Excellent. I wish I could join the fun. Other than Thursday and next Monday, I'm going to be pretty much not on the radio for at least another week after that because my work schedule is going to be even worse. More than 60 hours a week.
Okay, well, I haven't checked your website lately, but is the viewer numbers going up?
Nah, they stay around 40. I had one night, we had 100 live streams at once. I can't remember what night that was. I think it was when the BozoNet guy said something, and I put it on a couple different user groups on Facebook, which I haven't been doing the last couple times. So we got a lot of views all at once. That was kind of unique. Right now we have 4, it looks like, total. 4 total.
Yeah, okay, 6 West. Maybe we got to find a different topic, whatever. But what's very interesting, when we have a couple of the Bozo people coming on our frequency here, I was shocked about that, and they're coming up here more often now. Dave's becoming a regular now.
Yeah, he got a new 9700. He welcomed himself to the club there.
Yeah, when I talked to him today, he was here. He's only hit me with 1 or 2, and I said, Dave, you better fix something up. I don't know if you got it fixed up, but he was not loud today to me at all. He had some problems with the radio, the antenna, the coax cable. I don't know what.
See him slide there? I could hear him waving in and out too.
He was only hit me with a 2 today. And I said, you got some problems.
See, you slid again right there. Like your signal almost went down to nothing. It was very strange tonight. Very, very strange conditions going on today.
Signal went down to nothing. You still heard the audio, right?
Yeah, the audio was starting to get lower there too. Very, very strange.
Pick it up, Andy.
No, I was just trying to pay attention to my S meter. I wasn't really looking at it.
So you got your CUSA from Death Valley, huh? Confirmed?
Who's that?
Oh, no, that was Rob. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting you mixed up with Rob. He made that CUSA contact with Death Valley.
Oh, really? When? Today?
No, a couple days ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah, guy was on a handheld in Death Valley.
On 2 meter?
2 meters on a call frequency, FM.
AJ60.
AJ60, go ahead.
Hey, Fred, I was just thinking, you know, what you really need to do with your backpack and your walker mobile is you need to add
This is going to be good.
alligator clip to one of the ground wires, and you just find the nearest fire hydrant, ground to it, and you'll have hundreds of miles of ground.
Greg, can you guys hear AJ60 in High Desert?
Oh, he's louder than you.
Go ahead and work him.
I'm just standing by here. In fact, I'm going to get out of here very shortly. So I just wanted to say hi to Curtis out there.
Oh, hello. Okay, Fred, I switched over to my vertical antenna. That might be a little bit better. The band conditions are really weird. Sometimes you're stronger on my vertical, sometimes on my beam. I don't know. Anyway, good evening, Greg. Your signal is booming up here in the high desert tonight.
Excellent. It's always good to hear. You're loud as always. I always hear you better on your vertical though, so it's good to hear you tonight. I'm going to be bailing out of here in about 5 minutes. So I had probably 8 hours of sleep in the last 2 or 3 days, so I'm starting to fade a little bit.
Okay. well, hey, I know what it's like when you have a computer problem and you don't really want to go to sleep until you fix it. At least that's how I am. Anyway, Fred, I talked to that guy in Death Valley also, and he was coming into my house at a S9, and he was just on a HT putting out 5 watts.
Did you hear that, Greg?
Yes, I did hear that. I wish I was a part of that. Do you know what part of Death Valley he was in? He was obviously on a mountaintop somewhere, but do you know, was he by Rainbow Canyon, something like that, or on a pass or something?
He was on a mountain, and he said what mountain he was on. I can't remember, Mount Tabor or some, I can't remember the name of it, but he was at 9,000 feet, so yeah. And if you, I went to his QRZ page, you know, because I didn't know if I was hearing him correctly when he was saying he was in Death Valley, because I've never heard of anybody on 2 meter FM from Death Valley.
He lives in Death Valley.
That's exactly where he was. And I went to his QRZ page, and he's a big-time four-wheel drive type of guy, so he likes to do a lot of hiking, a lot of soda activations. So that's his thing, and he was up there for a long time. I didn't hear him talk to Rob. I think I talked to him first before Rob said hi to him. But yeah, he was coming to S9. I couldn't believe it.
Was he using a beam to talk, or was he just using like the whip on the top of the radio?
Oh, he didn't say, except that the antenna that he was using, he said he was holding it up in the air with his hand. So I'm thinking it was probably some kind of aero beam or something.
Yeah, I the last couple of years, or the year before the COVID hit, I was kind of training to get myself up to go to Cucamonga Peak and bring my HT up there to make some contacts, but I'm not in shape anymore, so I won't be doing that.
Yeah, me neither, but if you've got a four-wheel drive, I think you can go some pretty high places just four-wheeling. And it looks like that guy did a lot of four-wheeling. Maybe he four-wheeled up, you know, as high as you can go in a car or a Jeep, and then get out and hike the rest of the way. But, yeah, it was quite interesting. I haven't looked yet on my QRZ page, see if he's confirmed it. I think Rob said he did to him, but I haven't looked lately. But it was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, I wish I was a part of that. I don't think I made a contact up in that area, the state. So that's probably at least, 150 miles, maybe 175 miles from this area?
Well, I did check it on Google Earth, and from my house to where he said he was on the top of this mountain, it was 100 miles. And so, but to Rob said he checked also on Google Earth, and he said he was 149 miles. So he was, I think, coming like an S2 or 3 to Rob, S9 to me. But I think because I am more over on the other side of the San Bernardino Mountains, so it's probably, you know, more clear path to my house than it is to whatever it is, Riverside.
You know, one of the days I drove into Vegas, like 3 years ago, I talked to somebody. It was north of Baker and south of State Line on one of those passes I can't think of the name of, Mountain Pass maybe. And the guy was like just south of Las Vegas, and I think that was a good 90-mile shot or so. So yeah, in the desert with nothing, no noise, and pretty clear skies, you could probably hop around some clouds up there and make some pretty far contacts. I'm losing my mind here.
K6EGG, AJ60 with KN60S and AJ6BE Yeah, the high desert is a cool place. I think Baker Grade is one of those places where it can get pretty high and you can get out some pretty good distance. I've never tried that. I try not. Now that I'm retired, I don't like to drive anywhere. Even if I have to go down the hill, I really don't like to do that. Yeah, I talked to some lady on 52 Simplex. She was like 4 miles north of Kramer Junction, and she was just barely coming in. And I looked her up on QRZ, and I mean, she lives in the middle of nowhere, absolutely nowhere, and there's no electricity at all. She's got a couple solar panels and a couple wind generators, and she was just putting out 5 watts on a handy-talkie, but she said she had a 4-element beam pointed towards the Cajon Pass, and my beam was pointed towards the Cajon Pass, and I couldn't hear on my vertical, but I can hear on my beam, and I guess we were just bouncing, like 45-degree angle or something, but that was quite interesting too.
I think I've heard her check in on the there's a net at night on it's Keller Peak, I think, Red Eye Net. I think I've heard her check in there. Yeah, she's pretty popular, I think. I've never heard her myself. I don't think I'll hear her 5 watts from my area, but you're a nice, friendly voice when you travel through the desert. I know we talked a couple times, pretty much all the way to Barstow, and I really appreciate that. And down the pass, if I remember right. So it's a nice, friendly voice to hear you, bouncing through the canyons there, Curtis.
Oh, well, thank you. I occasionally, the 15 freeway is very busy. People are always going to Las Vegas, and I hear them all the time. If they're not going to Vegas, they're usually going to El Mirage to go 4-wheel driving. We hear a lot of people on 395 coming from Kramer Junction, coming back or going there. It's interesting being out in the high desert. It's got its plus and minuses, for sure. But hey, Fred, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
See, now it sounds on frequency.
I was trying to tell you that you need to get one of those great big alligator clips so that when you're out with your backpack or your walker, you just clip on that alligator clip to your ground to the nearest fire hydrant, and you'll have hundreds and hundreds of miles of ground.
Oh, to the fire hydrant?
Yes, sir, Bob.
I got one right in front of my house.
Well, then you can do a little A/B check there and test it out.
I'll do that. I forgot about that.
Of course, I'm just being silly, but I'm actually serious too. I know it should help.
You gave me an idea.
Anyway, the band conditions in the high desert are not very good tonight. I mean, it's really noisy, and the band is shifting. Sometimes I hear you better on my vertical, sometimes my beam, and I can almost, kind of follow you. I switch back and forth between beam, vertical, and it's just the band conditions are, at least in my area, are not too good tonight.
Real quick, I'm going to jump in here and say goodnight, Andy, Curtis, and Fred. I don't know if you guys are watching the YouTube stream. I'm like dying right now, but you guys take care. I'm hoping to jump on Thursday night and hear you guys out here. So this is Greg, K6EGG from the beautiful city of Cheeto. Have a good night, everybody.
Okay, Greg, 73s, good night, and get plenty of rest. I'm sure you'll figure out your rig pie thing going on there. It's computers, they're not perfect, but I'm sure you're smarter than the computer, and you will get it going. So, anyway, 73s, good night. Go ahead, Fred, if you can hear me.
All right, Greg, catch you later, AJ6B.
See ya. All right, so I'm going to leave the stream up for anybody that we got a couple current viewers right now. don't know, real quick before I'll bring the radio back up, and we'll keep it up for probably about 20 minutes. I have a excuse me, a RigPi station server that I'm trying to hook up for it's a remote rig that I have hooked up to my Icom 9700. I'm trying to get it to work because I'm doing a lot of work the next couple months, and I have some downtime sometimes, and I can maybe chat on the radio a little bit with my computer. But unfortunately, I do not have that thing working. I messed with it for a solid hour last night, a good hour this morning before I came into work, and on and off broken up today at work. I was kind of working, so I didn't have that much downtime today. But I could not get that thing going. I have issue with the audio passing and controlling the radio. I can get into it remotely, no problem, which I've heard that a lot of people have that problem, but that is not a problem for me. My problem is the getting the mumble audio server going, as well as the full control of the radio. I have some control. I cannot talk. The push to talk doesn't work. I can see data on the screen, but I cannot. I can change the frequency, but I cannot change the bands, and I can't change the memory. So still trying to figure out. So if anybody's watching the stream, feel free to email me. It's good on my QRZ page right now. It's if you go to K6EGG on QRZ, you can see my email address there, and it is good there. It does work. So if anybody has any input they want to give me. So enough mumbling for now. I'm going to get back to the radio only for a little bit. Probably going to go, this will go to about 9:15 or so, maybe 10 after 9. And then I'll end it. You can see my laptop there in the corner on the ground, as well as some dirty clothes probably. So here's the radio only.
I was getting bleed over from them too, so 144.270 might not be far enough away from the bozo net. Just saying, just mentioning that. Anyway, that was the first time I ever got bleed over from a friendly neighbor of mine. 73, Fred. Talk to you later. KN6OS, AJ60.
AJ60, KN6OS. Yeah, the band's starting to get more busier and busier and busier. Okay, we'll catch you tomorrow, whatever. KN6OS, 73s.
Hey, bye, guys. I just got here, and you guys are all fine. Bye, Curtis. Bye, Fred. KN6KYB.
Okay, Tony.
Hey, Tony, what's Curtis before you go?
Oh, yes. Curtis, you said something?
Oh, I just said, 73 is a good night. I heard you in there.
Roger. I'll listen to a signal from you. 73. Have a good start of the week.
Okay, yeah, you definitely sound stronger on my beam than my vertical. So, anyway, that's the RF voodoo going on. AJ60.
Roger. 73. KN6KYB.
JJI. I heard you check into that earlier today on the bozo net.
Oh, you did? You were there early, huh?
Oh, yeah. I was in my backpack.
I was the first one.
Great.
So you figured out there was a wire broken on the microphone that was happening when you were lifting it up and down, over?
Nope. Not what it was. What happened was the microphone where it plugs into the radio was about 2 inches away from the antenna. And as I lifted up the radio in the backpack, it got closer to the antenna.
It stopped it, or what was going on?
Well, my audio was getting all screwed up. So I played around with it for hours going, what's going on here? Anyway, so then I took the radio out and turned it at 180, so the microphone was on the other side, and bingo, it worked.
Okay, there you go. Well, I was laying down in bed, and I heard that fiasco, over.
Yeah, well, I got it figured out now. Put it the other way. In the meantime, I shortened up the cables and did this and put chokes on it. Now it's working fine. And I got a 5/8 wave on that thing. That thing works beautiful with a 5/8 wave on it.
Well, point A to point B, they work pretty good. It'll work better with a quad on it.
With a quad?
Yeah, just a little quad. You put a pole down inside the sack and can turn it wherever you want to talk.
Oh, well, yeah, but that's a lot of work, and turn the way I want to talk. It works fine. I got signals coming in loud enough. Believe me, loud enough. Crystal clear and loud.
Is that new one, HR Roadstone, the Keith?
Yes, that's what I got, yes.
Oh, that's good. Okay, well, as long as everybody's happy, M6JJL.
Yeah, K6 West. That thing works excellent. I can't believe how the signals come in on me. Keith said, oh, yeah, it works a little bit better. Oh, man, it's a big-time difference.
Okay, well, you better tell everybody.
I will. They're all sold out antennas already.
Well, I just assume they can fly.
Anyway, I'm very happy with that antenna. I am happy. That's my antenna on my walker, my backpack. I'm putting that antenna on my motorcycle. I'm telling you, that thing receives.
Okay, you do that.
I will, and it's going to be on my bicycle, too.
Okay, well, you're going to be all radioed up, aren't you?
That's right.
What else you been doing? M6JJL.
Well, I fixed the radio here. Now it's putting out over 100 watts. Now it's working fine.
Change the power supply?
Yep, I got the 60, the rack mounted 60 on her. She's just a huffing and a puffing.
I thought maybe you found a bad cable or something.
Nope, it was a power supply.
So I was right.
Yeah. Now you think, but I forgot to do one thing. You think if I unplugged it and plugged it back in, I shut it off and on, it didn't change anything. But if I unplugged it like the other problem, you think that would have fixed it or no?
It sounds like the voltage is okay, but something was restricting it from getting current.
Yeah, something restricting the current side, yeah.
So I don't know, put the 60 in and start looking to see if you can find something wrong with the power supply.
Well, nothing smoked, nothing burned, it didn't blow no fuses. It still works. I just can't run 100 watts.
Okay, well, what was the model number?
I don't know. I got to put away right now. It's the 50 ampere.
Okay, well, there's something wrong with it. Maybe a bad connection inside. It shows voltage that reflects the voltage, but it's not enough connection to tap the current.
Right, we know that. We know that for a fact now, yeah.
Yeah, I like the 60 now. This thing just purrs. It don't even sweat. It does everything just perfectly.
Oh yeah, I like my 60 too. She's just I call it, it's not really huffing and puffing, but what I mean, it's running so smooth. The only difference is it's a lot wider because of that plate. It's a 19-inch plate.
I mine's in the rack now. I'll get rack with the wheels. I've got two more to put in the rack here too.
Yeah. Well, I got, and now in my other rack here, where my other radios, I got the other 60. See, I got the 60, and then I got the 60 BB. I got one of each. Right. I like a separate case on sale radio. I got another set of radios here right away. I'm immediately on the air.
You put them together and you hook everything to one bus bar, and then you can run your 500, 600 watt linear off of that at the same time.
Yeah, well, I got the Astron 70 just dedicated for that.
You do it the way you choose. But 120 watts, you never know.
Well, I can have two 70s and be 140.
I mean 120 amps, not watts.
Right, there you go. Correction. You stand to be corrected.
Oh, I'm actually sitting down.
Okay. Well, you stand to be corrected sitting down.
Comment?
Go ahead, comment.
Hey, Fred, I have the 35 amp Astron, and it has four path transistors on the back, hooked to the big heat sink, and I think your 60 amp, it probably has 6. or even more pass transistors. And if you put that power supply under some type of a load, for a few minutes, and you reach back there and you touch all the pass transistors, they all should be about the same temperature. If any of them are not, then you probably have one or more dead pass transistors on their power supply. Over.
Yeah, I did touch one, Curtis, and it was extremely hot.
Okay, well, that means that it's doing more, putting out more current than really what it's supposed to, and there's probably one or more other ones that are gone bad.
Okay, well, yeah, it's thing's over 40 years old. I got my money out of it.
Well, yeah, it's definitely worth the fix. A lot cheaper than to buy another one.
Yeah, but it's nice to have a new 70 ampere though.
Anyway, I got a neighbor up here. I think he's on sideband too. I haven't looked to see where he's at, and he's bleeding over on me. So I'm gonna jump out of here. I just thought I'd mention that I've had pass transistors go out before on some other projects, and they should all be equally the same temperature. If one is hotter, then it's putting out more power than it's supposed to. That means one or more of your other ones are probably cold to the touch, and they probably need to be replaced. And then voila, you're good to go.
Okay, thank you very much, Curtis. KN6OS.
AJ60, and I'm going to jump out of here and go watch TV. Hi, Alex, N6JJI, AJ60, and KN6OS. I am going to sign off and get me something to eat and watch TV.
Adios, N6JJI.
Adios, amigos, KN6OS.
Oh, before I go, Alex.
Alex, he called you.
Who called me?
He called you right now.
Curtis?
Yeah. Okay, I'm on my beams. Do you hear me better on my beams?
The one, the big long one, the 1296?
Yeah, I was going to mention I've seen that company before on YouTube. They were reviewing some of their 2 meter and 440 beams made by the exact same company. I think it's PA, and they definitely look probably some of the best quality built antennas I have ever seen. But I've also found another company that makes some 23 centimeter beams, and they're really, they're pretty cheap. And their website, it's called DirectiveSystems.com. DirectiveSystems.com, and they make really good 23 centimeter beams, and they're all loops, made out of loops, which I know you probably make yours that way. And I think they have like a 24 element for like $175. I think that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, those are the old loop Yagis. I never made mine. I made mine like Yagi. I got 24 elements, and I've got a boom. And okay, directly systems engineering, I see it, and you see what the look like. But I have a jig that makes them. In other words, it's a fixture. Put a boom in there, and you go pop, 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 pop. And you take a 10 drum motor, and it'll put a hole through the boom all the way down for all the elements.
Well, definitely, if you plan on making more than one, that's the only way to fly.
Yeah, well, if you ever got a chance, if you want to make 4, you bring your calipers down here, and you can bring 5/8 inch aluminum tubing, and we'll cut them, and you can pop the boom out, and it'll take you just less than an hour to do all 4, and just go boom, 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 and you take some measurements off the elements and go home and make those.
Yeah, Roger. Well, you're a very nice person to ask me or to advise, what you would say, to invite me over your house to do that. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to say I'll never do it, but I just want to get in there and tell you I saw that email that you sent me of the PA. And man, those are really super nice. Of course, they're overseas. I think they're made in the Ukraine or something like that, and their prices are reasonable, but I think the shipping charges from Europe to America, it's probably pretty close to $100, somewhere around there. This other company, what is it, DirectiveSystems.com, I think they're back east. And but you look at their antennas. They're, especially the 23 centimeter one. It's pretty cool, and their prices are really reasonable.
Yeah, I see here, and it's a 24 cent, 23 centimeters, 13 megahertz, and it has 15 elements, right? Well, they're 239. Well, you look at that price, that's almost the same, but the other one I sent you, that's the longest Yagi made, but they use just one of those, and they...
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my stream tonight. It is April 11th, 9 p.m. Here on the West Coast in California. I'm going to call it a night here for the stream. It's been kind of a crazy couple days, at least personally for me for work. So not going to really stay up too much longer, and I don't want to leave the computer running all night. But it sounds like some good conversation out there. Unfortunately, we're going to miss. But everybody take care, and hope to talk to you on Thursday night. I believe that's the 15th. Have a good couple days, everybody.